G'day. Hello. Grand Rising. How are you? Hope you've been well. Just a nighttime shuffle. Just want to get the general sense of the energy of what's going on. Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, Divine Mother, I ask that your five angelic children be present here and now. I ask Archangel Metatron, Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, Metatron, Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel to be present in the here and now. Could I please get some information as to what's going on in the here and now for the collective? I was going to go live, but then I just kept putting it off. And then I edited the descriptions of my latest videos. I changed the titles to reflect the editing. And yeah, now I'm in the here and now, pulling some cards. Let's see what Spirit has to say. What's going on in the collective field? What needs to be known? Okay, we have 4 cards, potentially 4 piles. 1:41 on the clock as I look up. Detox the body at the bottom of the deck. Gut flora affects mood. Consider the role of a gut feeling. That's interesting. So I actually had some pickled onions today and almost had some sauerkraut, and I was like, I was following a craving though. So, detoxing may be a vibe. One of the 4 cards that fell out, there seems to be 4 piles. Beyond Limitation comes out again. We've had that recently. Be a tall poppy. Set new bars for what is possible. And in the here and now, he's going to be a bit dark. So I'm wondering if I should pause for a moment. 2:33 as I come back. Alright, Beyond Limitation. Be a tall poppy. Let's see what comes out with the cards for that. Gonna pull from the Crystal Magic Tarot. 37 breaks down to a 10. 37 is the last of fire. So you're ready to express yourself. You're ready to stand out. Ooh. Wow, you're quite discerning, I see. You're somebody who understands the flow of life, with the 5 of Pentacles coming out. You understand the good times, the bad times. You're even able to perceive the right time to take command of a situation. And so, the energy right now may be that of discernment and command through times of hardship. Times may call for you to stand up in your own power for yourself, for what you believe in, and for those that may not be able to help themselves with this hardship energy, because the Queen of Swords feels pretty powerful and the King of Wands feels pretty powerful, and the only card in that line that feels disempowered is the 5 of Pentacles. So I will draw. I took my bag out, so I'm going to pull a Animal Tarot for a clarifier, confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. 9 of Cups on the side, on the shelf. So satisfaction, not necessarily achieved, not necessarily missed. That 5 of Pentacles has a little bit more energy in it than I thought. Alright. So Queen of Swords, you could be perceiving this 5 of Coins as something that's holding you back from achieving your ultimate satisfaction within a moment that you're creating or perceiving. Creating is the King of Wands. You're taking command of this hardship and you're pushing yourself energetically to be and do more with this hardship. So you're sort of starting the sails, whereas the Queen of Swords is seeing the storm in the horizon. Both of these lead to dissatisfaction when not working in unison. Thank you, Spirit. The Cups talk about connections. When the two nines, when the Queen and the King aren't working in unison, when one is perhaps standing taller than the other, then they can clash. Okay. That could be the hardship because they are separated by the Five of Pentacles. And so, dissatisfied on both counts. That was line number 1. Let's go to line number 2 and we'll switch the decks just to keep this fun. I wonder if I can sneak back here. Yeah. Ooh. Woofy. We'll go to the Animal Tarot first. Ooh, I need to show you the card, don't I? 626. Let's look up. Freely journal. Move through restrictions via written expression. So this may just be further information on the first line or an entirely new line. So take it how it resonates and leave what doesn't. Yeah, let's see. Freely journal. Ooh, we got a downward facing pop. Another downward facing pop. Oh no. They might be going in reverse, so I'm not looking at them. Alright, we got our 3 cards. The only card that came out in the upright was the 9 of Pentacles. So I'm wondering if that's talking to the present energy. The first card that came out was the 8 of Pentacles. And then we have the Hermit in the reverse. Interesting. Hermit in the reverse first. Hermit in the reverse in the middle of the 2 cards that were upside down. That feels okay. So with the 8 of Pentacles coming out as the first card and then the 9 of Pentacles being the next one, the Hermit in the reverse feels like it sits in between. So it feels like the lesson in between. Freely journaling. So freely journaling can be talking to, it's 16, sorry. I think that's early air. Air comes before fire. So this is you maybe being in the stage. So this feels like different energy to the first line. So the second line's very much different to the first. This energy feels like you putting pen to paper for some kind of plan. You're doing some kind of objective in relation to putting it on paper. So I guess this kind of could be a Neptune kind of influence, but I don't know. Astrology noob trying to make connections, but this is, at least the way that I feel it, it's like you trying your best to accumulate knowledge, accumulate experiences, so that then you can go and do something with those experiences and that knowledge. You don't put in hard work for no reason. And so when the Hermit comes out in the reverse, it's like this card speaks to insight. So either you've integrated the lesson of the Hermit with a message from my mum as a confirmation. Yeah. Either you've integrated the message of the Hermit and you're ready to move out of this energy, or you're not seeing the value of your hard work. You may not be valuing your hard work. You may be somebody who's ready to take next steps, and you may be somebody who is very much in tune with the elemental plane of Earth. The Nine of Pentacles talks about independence, and so this is where I make sense of the Hermit in the reverse. You're somebody who is doing their best. You're bringing hard work and commitment to the collective field, and so I'll grab a clarifier from Crystal Magic, and two have come out. They are both fours. It's the Four of Cups and it's the Four of Wands, which builds to an 8, so I'll take it. This is almost like feminine masculinity, the first stages within the tarot. It's like you are somebody who might have a journal already. I'm getting emotional stability from the Four of Cups, even though that normally would talk to apathy, and I'm getting passionate stability from the Four of Wands, even though normally that would talk to foundation. So I'm not really sensing apathy from the Four of Cups, I'm sensing stability. Four of Cups comes out with a snake. The only thing that's unstable is that snake. If it's a python, it might just grip and throw the cups out of balance, but it feels restorative, regenerative. So yeah, now I'll stick to this one and I'll go into the next line, and I'm running out of space for sitting here. So, brilliant idea, Spirit. Thank you. Just going to put a pillow on top of the previous lines and continue. And I didn't really even have to tell you that. But, alright. So, the next card is Nurturing Touch. This here is an Earth card, and that is Late Earth. Sorry. I feel like... Alright. 12:33 on the clock as I continue. Early Earth, Nurturing Touch. Allow yourself to be held in a caring hug. Well, that's beautiful. This is you learning to express some softness. This is you connecting with somebody like-minded, like-spirited. First card out, taking it. Three of Wands. This card talks about expansion, so you may be somebody who's currently expanding their friendship network, or you may be somebody who is expanding in a spiritual sense. I've got 4 cards come out. The Ace of Wands. I've already got a wand in this line, but I feel like I should just take all 4. The Strength card. And the Wheel of Fortune. I think I have a mosquito in here. Anyway, I hate bugs. Ooh. This Three of Wands is giving the impression of you may be looking for that nurturing touch, but I feel like you're going to find it with passion, spark. Aries, Leo, Sag inside of the Ace of Wands. Strength card talks to Leo. Integration, radiance, self-expression. Integration of shadow self in order to release what was a part of the past and really move towards what could be. And with the Wheel of Fortune coming out last, it's like you taking control of your fate. Not so much trusting in destiny, but knowing that you can affect your own wheel at your own pace in your own time. So, a clarifier from the Animal Tarot. I'm trying my best not to let things fall out because I just want one card, Spirit. Okay. Seven of Swords in the reverse. So, that could be not enough thinking, not enough information. That could be calling me out. We started this line with nurturing touch. Allow yourself to be held in a caring hug. You could be seeking to expand, therefore you could be seeking to expand with relation to friends, family, career, travel. Your imagination is your limit. Whatever you're choosing to expand, even your spirituality, this may be causing you to look for another form of expression, another path of expression. And that could come in the form of you obtaining a new wand. In all, reaching for want. A solid foundation for your spiritual exploration and newfound passion. You're going to be able to integrate everything that has happened to you in your lifetime and move forward knowing that you are in full control of the beast that lives within each and every one of us. But inside of yourself is what I'm talking about. That is why you've been given the Wheel of Fortune. You've been given the opportunity to spin your wheel and land exactly where you want to by you committing to yourself, by you choosing yourself, by you elevating yourself to the place of importance that you put other people and looking after yourself. This is where you're going to receive, and there's a car driving past, sorry, it took my attention. You're going to receive the exact energy that you have been putting out into the universe. 1717 as I say that. Thank you, Spirit. 777. The strategy that you choose to employ is going to help you realize your future, your dreams. But that old saying comes to mind. Those that fail to plan, fail, and those that plan succeed. Or something like this. I can't even think of it. But yes. Fail to plan, you plan to fail. So I'm going to move on to the next line, to 15, which is early air. Expand your bubble. Observe others' realities. Extend compassion. Now that one, that last card, and Beyond Limitation has come up quite a lot this week. So within 7 days of this video being released, if you need another video to confirm a message that came through from here and now, feel free to go check out those videos. But yeah, other than that, that's the only shameless plug I'll give to myself. But yeah, here we go. Expand your bubble. What do we need to know in the here and now? That's a 6. What do we need to harmonize? Ooh, the Four of Pentacles has been looking at me from the bottom of the deck a few times, but has not come out. You may be stabilizing your inner world in a way that you're going to begin to be able to be in observer mode more and more. Thank you. Your ability to stabilize your reality is really what's coming through here. Oof. Tower in reverse. Last card. Your ability to see what you need to stabilize within your experience is what's giving you the ability to move forward and move confidently into your future. The things that you're pursuing now, because you've done the work on the inside, give you the ability to see through any tower, any kind of shock, right? You can go through any kind of shock and you'll still pull the bits and pieces that actually resonate with you. You won't take anything that doesn't belong to you because you've done the inner work. That's why you're ready to expand your bubble. Observe others' realities. Extend compassion. So finally, from the Crystal Magic Tarot, by keeping our internal world stable and by pursuing our passions, how are we proceeding through this tower, this realized tower? Because it is a shock, I don't deny it. It is a revelation though. It gives you the opportunity to see that your work internally has brought you to a new and different here and now. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh, we got the 9 of Major Arcana in the reverse. It's the Hermit. It's time to step out of the cave. It's time to continue being your real self. Bottom of the deck energy, it's time to transform. It's time to take your victory. It's time to lead yourself forward for all 4 paths. The bottom of the deck energy is the Death card, a transformation. 21:22 on the clock as I looked up, and then I just let some time pass because I was registering what I just saw. And then the 6 of Wands as well. It's a personal victory. I feel that for all 4 lines. And whether this was a consecutive reading for you, or if you took what resonated and just went with one path at a time, feel free to save this and come back and watch whatever, whenever it feels right. But yeah, this reading feels good, this reading feels closed, and all I want to say is thanks so much for joining me in the here and now. And if this resonated, please subscribe, hit that like button, and leave a comment on what resonated, or remix the part of the video that resonated with you. I'd love to give feedback on that, and yeah, it's a cool way that I've thought of to get some feedback from you, the person that's resonating and staying till the end of the video. So thanks so much for joining me along this journey, and at 22:30 it feels like a good time to close. I had a really good time, and yeah, I hope you have a good night. Hope you have a safe experience, and I hope you keep winning and taking names. Bye.